all the things, sort of truth. I need 19 Red Bulls and a couple cases of beer. Let's go.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you go ahead and head that up.
Go play with your toys. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I have work tomorrow, so I cannot do that. So we will be back right after this.
And we are back. Hello.
Woo!
We've missed you. We join Zedd and Anne at an inn. Zedd introduces them as brother and sister. Surprise. Reuben and Elsie. We're back to Reuben. I love the name Reuben. Mm-hmm. I never did until I hear that Zedd loves the name Reuben. And I'm like, it does sound nice.
It's a sandwich.
It's also a sandwich. So it makes perfect sense that this is Zedd's favorite name.
Yeah.
Could it get any better? Mm-hmm. Wizard Reuben. Reuben says that he is a well-known cloud reader. That's right, not a wizard, a cloud reader. And the innkeeper seems to sort of know of him. He claims Anne worked at a funny farm.
Yeah. Lay in the backstory here.
Yeah, implying that she's crazy.
Well,
The way he words it.
Yeah.
She was like, she was down at the funny farm. And she was like, no, I was working there.
I was helping people.
With other people.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted, dick.
Yeah. But he also, he seemed to, enchant the innkeeper to be like, you know of Reuben, don't you?
Yeah. Or it's that Mandela effect. When you think you remember something because somebody had mentioned it.
Yeah. Like the Berenstain Bears.
The Berenstain Bears.
It's not that.
It is that.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It had an E.
No, it didn't.
I swear to God. I swear
Jane,
to God. When I was a child, it was an E. It was not stain. What the fuck?
Berenstain Bears. Because Mr. and Mrs. Berenstain.
Stain? No, it was
Berenstain.
I disagree.
Look it up if you want. That's
I have looked it up. The internet's wrong. We're in an alternate reality.
Holy shit. And I got your foil hat right here. And your lizard helmet. And we will be blasting off of this flat earth momentarily.
No, it's a...
Berenstain. Anyways, can I have my notes back? Zedd insists that they have 2 rooms, and Anne keeps trying to get them up to them. But Zedd, he's like, no. You're on my time now.
Yeah.
Okay? Claiming that Zedd gets this nasty rash on his neck if he doesn't get his sleep, which, gross. People would want him away from them. Just from the mention.
Yeah, it was a weird comment, but we know it's about the Rodahan.
Yeah. Now, they are about to go up to their rooms, but then Zedd smells dinner. And we know all bets are off when dinner is around with Zedd. So, you can go ahead. I'm going to hang out here. Yeah. Anne asks for the food to be brought up, but Zedd comes with a slick story about her not liking to be seen eating, so he will do the right, proper thing. I'm going to take one for the team, and I'll just stay down here and eat my food.
Yeah. Well, he's like, you don't like this. I do, so fuck off.
Yeah. Anne glares at him and makes the collar burn, telling him to not be long. But again, Zedd is just very, aloof with the whole thing. Super cash.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Well, he knows what he's doing to her. He's like, that's fine.
He totally does.
Yeah.
Adding insult to the situation, Zedd tells Anne to make sure to give the innkeeper a tip and to remember to write in her journal. A wink. A wink. She is shocked at the suggestion. Well, obviously, but she says she will. Now, okay, at this point, Zedd and Anne still not fucking friends.
Not really. Zedd knows that her intentions are not bad at this point. I don't think they're enemies, but he's also like, let me go, and she won't let him go.
You were supposed to let me out, and you didn't, so fuck you.
Yeah, so, I mean...
I'm still your prisoner.
Yeah, I don't think they're friends. I think that he doesn't hate her, but he likes to nettle her.
It's fun to make her mad, so he's sticking around.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
But But this means that he's not going to fuck her up if she tries to write in her journal to Verna so they can communicate again. So everyone will know that Zedd is alive if Holly didn't relay that information already. I assume she did. But so that'll be all cool.
That's funny. That should be the first thing. Like, make sure to let them know that I'm here with you, please. So my people can know.
Then send a runner to Richard right fucking now. Thank you.
So after she left, a man called Zedd over to his table with a group of dudes hanging out, drinking. Hey, cheers. One of them, we only have one can, so we couldn't cheers. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
High five. Fuck yeah. Okay. One of them asks him to do a cloud reading and that they'll pay him. Zedd agrees, but refusing the money. No. That's fine. It's for entertainment purposes only. As his food is set in front of him, he tells them that the clouds tell of a new Lord Rawl, dangers and opportunities, and this sounds like a new setup for a D&D game, and I am fucking in.
I just thought it was interesting. They're like, do a cloud reading. It's night, so just tell us what they said today.
Earlier's fine. We don't need the news.
Yeah.
In today's, 24-hour news cycle, this would never be good enough.
Yeah, no.
Like, what happened 20 minutes ago? Oh, it's going to take me a little while to find that out. All
right.
I'll just hang out in town then. Another of the men ask him about this weird, funky collar that's around his neck, but there's no clasp on it, so it's really fucking weird. And Zedd just casually reaches up and unclasps the collar from his neck.
Like he could probably do the entire fucking time.
Yep, and we had brought up this suggestion. I think we had some listeners write in and were like, no, he totally can. You can totally fucking take it off.
Which is how Nathan took his off.
Right. Well, we're assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of put Zedd as more powerful than Nathan. Then again, Nathan came before Zedd.
Yeah.
So, he is of a more powerful wizard age than Zedd. So I don't really know how that evens out.
I think Zedd could be more powerful technically, but I think that...
Because first wizard status.
Yeah, but I think that Nathan is probably pretty powerful in his own right, and he probably just hadn't tried a certain type of thing to do it, and so I was like, yo, for reals though, if you just go bloop over there, it pops right off. just so you know, when you're alone, you can totally do that and take off.
Did you pinch it on the back left side? That's all you got to do is pinch it on the back left side.
Literally all you need to do.
You've been locked in there how long? You didn't know that?
But this
built-in fail-safe, motherfucker.
This does mean that Zedd is not going along, unwillingly.
Right. He is there more of his own free will than he's willing to let Anne know.
Yeah.
And until right now, the reader know.
Because if he really wanted to, he could have dipped at the very beginning and gone back to Richard. So he obviously believes that this is of enough import to keep him here as opposed to going back to Richard. Because if he didn't believe that, he could have fucked right off.
Yeah, it's got to be a case of him knowing that Anne is on the right path. Maybe he would just rather her do it for the right reason. Have him along for the right reason instead of forcing him. And in a weird way, he's trying to nettle her so she gets to that conclusion herself.
I mean, I totally get that, but he's a good dude, because I would have told her to fuck off.
Better than me.
Either that or he has more information or really believes this is a worthwhile thing to be doing, because I would have been like, no, I'm going back to my grandson, god damn it.
Look, this is happening, okay? One way or another, I'm just letting you know. I'll be gone tomorrow morning, promise.
Yeah.
Bet. Once he puts it back on, it's just frustrating. He's like, yeah, no big deal. Click, then puts it back on. He's asked about a weird cloud seen today, all snake-like. Zedd says some say it's a tracer cloud hooked on a man by a wizard to see where he goes.
Some say that.
Yeah, what do others say? I love the one guy, he's like, why would a wizard hook a cloud to a guy? A tracer cloud to a guy? And he's like, to trace him? Yeah. His eyes are all big and wide like, oh. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
Fucking scary that now you know people can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of an obvious question, I guess. Like you said, tracer cloud. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Apparently, the man wouldn't see the whole cloud, just the tip. Just directly above, just the tip. Sorry. So he doesn't see the length of the cloud, you see. He's just sees the little tip end.
Tip.
Yeah. just a little spot of white in his eye.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
See what anyways.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry. I totally distracted myself. Okay. This convo turns back to the winds of change and back to Lord Rawl. And Zedd tells him he knows all about it and he'd be happy to tell him a story if they'd like. For, maybe more of that food and a little bit of ale.
Yeah.
Few ales. You know what? Let's go a solid few ales. And I will tell you a damn good story. He leans in and starts telling them all about the creation of the Dreamwalkers. And that, ladies and fucking gentlemen, is the conclusion of Blood of the Fold.
The end of the book. I did think it was interesting that it made points to make a mention that Lord Rawl was talked about already. Like, they heard whisperings about the new Lord Rawl.
Yeah, it got to where Zedd is before Zedd got there.
Yes.
Seems like.
Yes. So Zedd knows that Richard is okay and everything's going well there. Now.
That's probably why he's so relaxed now.
Probably.
He's like, oh, it's okay for the time being.
Cool. Everything's fine. And it makes, like, he's now spreading the word down there, too. So it'll be even more all over the old world.
And it also means he doesn't have to be in such a fucking hurry to get to Richard because he does know he's okay. It's like he's probably still heading that way.
Yeah.
Or, we know he's going with Anne for right now, but, like, he's got a goal, obviously, here.
Yeah, I mean, he's already...
I would.
And he's already got the tracer cloud on Nathan, so you know that they're not too far off. Like,
right.
He's right there somewhere.
Yeah, fuckers around. It's there. It was there today.
Yeah.
We know it was there today at least. So
Yeah.
he's a day behind. It's not so bad.
No.
It's not so bad. Everything is okay for the moment.
It's just going to take him like 6 months to walk back over to Aidendrill. No big deal.
Gosh, it begs the question, is Zedd aware of the sliff? Does he? Well, he probably doesn't know it's open right now. So, yeah he's going to fucking have to walk his ass back.
I mean, maybe not even aware, because that was 3,000 years ago that it was walled off in the basement.
That's true.
And
if he had no business fucking with it, he might not even know it's down there.
yeah.
So, book 3.5, Zedd's adventure, just schlepping his ass back up to Aidendrill.
Yeah. Killing horses. He's pulling one out of Richard's book.
Oh, gosh.
I am maybe not happy that this book is over because it was a good book, but I am fucking excited for the next book, bud.
I think the further we progress into this book series, I remember less and less. And I feel like I want to cheat because, I had the one read through. This is going to make me sound so slow. I had the one good read through where I actually read all the words with my own two eyes on an actual paper book. And then I did a listen through while working. So I was paying attention. I was getting most of the major plot points, but a lot of that little stuff, it slipped. It's gone. So sometimes when we're like, what's going to happen next time? We really don't know.
Yeah, I read them.
Maybe 30% of the time. That seems high. Maybe a quarter of the time, I'm actually not 100% sure. But I'm going to find out. And that keeps me excited.
Yeah.
And I like it because I get to kind of re-experience it just because I got a hazy brain.
Yeah. Well, me too. That's what, I've read them.
So good for me.
On paper more than that. At least up through Confessor. But I still don't remember them that well. But I remember book 4. I really like book 4.
To be fair, I know a lot of the people that we talk to on Facebook when we post our episodes have told us that they've read these series through several times.
Yeah, there's...
So they have a lot more on it than we do. And I'm just like, wow. Just wow. There's a few people, their names stick out to me in particular, who whenever we ask a question like, is this specifically how something goes? They're like, bam, right there.
Yeah.
And I think it's great.
Yeah.
And actually, before we go, I would like to list off some people that are special to us